she came out with Puerto Rico. I was like, all right, let's ask her to explain what that whole thing is. But her head would fucking explode.
You know
We
what's
would just
funny?
see a live head explosion of trying to get her to understand how territories work.
You know what's funny? I actually had to take the citizenship test.
Yeah.
And well, the day that I was supposed to go was September 11th. That was the day that I had my interview. So the
Great
night
day.
perfect day to become an American.
Yeah.
So the day before, Jenna and I we're just sitting in bed, and she's literally like rapid fire and all these questions, 100 questions, right? And I'm just going one after the other, after the other, after the other. Literally anything you could ask me, I was like, I got it. Like there
Yeah.
is no, I got every single one of those 100 questions correct. I'm like,
Hmm.
this is what studying feels like. Because I've never studied before in my life. So I was
Right.
like, this is great. Like, why didn't I not do this when I was a kid?
Hmm.
And so the next day we go into the interview, and they literally like I study 100 questions, memorize 100 questions, and then they're like, what state do you currently what state is what's the capital of the state that you live in? I'm like, really?
That was
Like really? Like Trenton, New Jersey. They're like, mm-hmm. And then they start asking me all these other questions that I don't even remember them, but I got like six out of the that was the minimum amount that I needed. 6 questions correctly within 10. So you only get 10
That's it.
chances. Yeah. So you get 10 chances, and if you answer 6 of them correctly, you pass. And like the last one, I barely passed it because like I don't remember what I said, and it was like off by like a word, but it meant the same thing. I was like, "What does the Constitution mean?" or something like that, and I was like, "Freedom." She's like, mm. She's like, "For all." I'm like,
Oh my
"Let's suck
god,
dick,
I
man."
wouldn't even pass these fucking tests.
It
Oh.
was, but see, here's the thing: it's not hard. It's not difficult at all. What's difficult is the room where they put you in, and
Mm.
and the way that they interview you, because you feel like you did something wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like an
Or
interrogation, right?
yeah, yeah, it feels just like that. So it wasn't like, hey, we got this, like you're gonna become an American citizen if you pass.
Yeah.
It was like more like you're a filthy fucking criminal, and we're gonna treat you as such. That's how it
And
works.
take your money while we do it.
Yeah. It was the worst experience I think I've ever had.
Uh,
But yeah, anyways, what I'm trying to say is some of those questions can be difficult, but even the 51 states, 50 states, like that one was kind of like a basic one that I feel like everybody
uh,
knows.
yeah, a second grader could fucking tell you that.
Yeah. So, Marie, one thing
Yes.
real quick. I just want to remind everybody, because we're live right now. I just want to remind everybody that Patreon is $1 only. Make sure you check us out. We're trying to get some House of 11 items, so help
I
us
need
out.
those $50 pillows, man.
Yeah, yeah, and I need some jeans. I need some husky boy jeans that they're starting to sell now. Those designer jeans, the House of 11 jeans. So yes, Patreon is only $1, and you can find it in the description below. Also, we are covering Darcy and Stacy season 3, episode 3. We haven't come up with a title yet, but I guarantee you it's gonna be way better than what they called it, which was
Mm.
crowned in crowned
Crowned and Miami bound.
Miami bound. Yes, maybe they did it just because it rhymed. I don't know,
Yeah, yeah. They're
but
dialing it in.
yeah. So yeah, either way, show some love also on the Instagram. Follow us at I Want My Podcast _studios. We post a lot of things in our stories, not so much on the feed, but every once in a while we'll see. I mean, we like it, we'll repost it. Uh,
Mhm.
Now that that's out of the way, Marie, let's continue our Darcy and Stacy journey, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
now it's party time, right? And Darcy's in the car driving with Georgie, heading back to the venue that they're about to terrorize with their bullshit. They get there, and Georgie pulls Mike aside, and he's like,
Oh God.
fucking nice weather, right? Good weather we're having.
So
Red Sox are
uncomfortable.
going, they're going to the Finals probably, right? Red Sox. You like Red Sox, Mike? Right? Um, United States, huh, Mike?
Hey,
Mike
what
is
about that baseball, Mike? And hot dogs.
Mike is so bullshit about this. He's just like, I
He
just want
hates.
to fucking.
Mike hates his
It's
fucking life so much,
yes,
so
yes,
much.
yes, he does
He
so much.
wishes he was back in China. He wants to be back in China. He would
Probably
take
does
COVID every day than this
over
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 this
over the war.
over 15 minutes with his fucking twin psychopaths.
So, so then Georgie continues and is like, so I just want to let you know that we're trying to work things out. We went to couples counseling and we're pretty much fixed now.
We're fixed.
Yeah,
We're
we're
done.
good. We're
We're
done.
good,
Like
Mike.
one visit. It's like one visit per season, and this kind of fills the quota. So, and
Yeah.
Mike is just like, yeah, well, you guys are doing good, taking the right steps.
hmm Mike was like,
Yeah.
how do I get the fuck out of this conversation? Like all of it. He was just, that was so painful for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Georgie just, telling him, hey man, listen, one therapy session, absolutely no fault taken by your daughter. Everything is my fault. We're good. And
George
by
is
the way, did
really
you know that I put on Bulgarian beauty pageants? Bet you didn't
I
know that about me, Mike.
I can organize one, maybe a Mr. Connecticut one. And
Yeah.
Mike, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but I feel like you'd be the perfect candidate to be in it. Actually, it would just be you.
Yeah, it's just you. You're going to
And,
get crowned Mr. Photogenic.
and here's the best part: it would also be sponsored by you.
Mike, how do you
So
feel about giving me a lot of money to put on a pageant
yeah,
that
so cuff
you're
up
going to
20,
win?
cuff up 20,000. Come on.
Come on.
So the rest of the family shows up, plus Reina and Debbie, who is like fucking tits everywhere. She's like, "Hello, how's it going? These are my girls, right?"
Tits out for the boys.
Hell yeah! Oh my god, are you a fan of that show too?
What show?
What's his name? Liam something, Australian comic.
Oh, no. I
He
just know
does.
that from like, I think they say it on like Barstool or something. I don't know. I've heard it before.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I've heard tits out for the boys and I think it's funny.
Hey, y'all. I feel like if I let you, I'll let you know what the show that I'm talking about because my wife introduced it to me and I thought it was fucking. I was like, this is why I'm in love with you because we have
There
the
you
same
go.
sense of humor. But I feel like you will love it too
I bet I would.
because you have the same sense of humor and like I think another one of my friends, Tim, also was like he mentioned it because like this dude does like a lot of comedy work and that was like one of
Mhm.
the things that he anyways, that's boring. That's for another day. The point here right now is that Reina, Debbie, and the family are all gathering together, and Darcy breaks the news. Listen, bitches, guess what? George is coming. And they're like, and she's like, today. And they're like,
Oh, the scandal.
right? And but like the whole time that they're advertising this, they're like playing that fucking scene like it's like the
And it was
craziest,
nothing.
like, yeah, exactly.
It was fucking nothing. Here's the thing, and I wrote this down. And I wrote this in my notes. I said, I don't think Deb and Raina care at all. They don't give a shit.
Oh my
They're
god.
just like, listen, we're fucking two wine drunk, middle aged women. One more so than the other. Raina, I'm talking to you. You have no kids and you hate it. We all can see it. You're drinking that bottle of fucking Chardonnay like, like
Yeah,
it's
like like fucking
like it's
breakfast.
your boyfriend, like,
Yeah.
come on, girl. So, listen, I get it. Like, you're a lonely lady, but like, you also don't give a shit about what's happening with Darcy right now.
No,
Because guess what? Newsflash. No one does. No
your
one
decision.
cares.
Your decision, Darcy. Your decision. Whatever you
Yeah.
want. It's
Yeah.
all
I
up
don't
to
give
you.
a shit. Whatever.
She's like, okay, cool.
Yeah. All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Then we see Georgie come in. Mike is behind him. Mike is pissed because he has to deal with this bullshit. George is like, I need to win everybody's love back, otherwise my life is ruined. Darcy's like, I'm pretending to have emotions, but literally all I can do is smile because that's what my face is like reset
Right.
to do. And out of nowhere, you see this car pulling in, and who is it? Darcy. I mean, Stacy.
Stacy, yeah.
Of course, it's Stacy, and of course, she wants the attention. She comes out, she twerks, she's doing all these things, and I'm just thinking to myself, like,
Ugh.
why do you have to do that?
The
Why?
singing. Isn't that when they sang too?
Oh my God, yes, that was just awful. That was just
There's nothing
unbelievable.
there's nothing sadder than, two pint-sized middle-aged women, just tits everywhere, singing in a Connecticut restaurant bistro facing a parking lot. There's nothing sadder. There's nothing sadder. I mean, really. It was like, wow, this is the lowest you're gonna get right here.
Yeah, it was
Like,
pretty fucking bad.
it was like, just they were outside of a Chili's. Just,
It was worse
know,
than a chill. It was like local, like mom and pops kind of
yeah,
restaurant.
it was
And it was
bad. It
stinky.
was, whoever's scouting locations for the show,
Mhm,
once again, needs to get fired. Once again, in case you just joined,
mhm.
this is why Connecticut is the fucking worst. There's nothing good in Connecticut. Nothing. You can't even find a decent fucking place to film. Like, it's nothing. It's concrete. It's gross. Follow me on my I Hate Connecticut podcast coming soon.
So, yeah, so she pulled.
Whoa,
Oh, what happened?
my cat. Sorry.
Oh, that's all good. Then she also went to get her mom, Nancy, right? And she even
Oh
fucking
yeah.
pulled some moves too, right?
Yeah,
She
she
was
did.
dancing and everything. And then they asked. This is another one of those cringe moments where they asked them, "It's like, hey, don't you guys need to do like a fashion walk?" They're like, "Yeah, you're right." They're like, "Come on, do your fashion walk. Come on, Doris. Come on, Stace. You do your fashion walk?" And they're
Oh,
like, "Well, everybody's asking for it, so I guess I'm gonna have to do it." And
oh
then
my
they do
god.
it, and that Marie is when they break into that rap.
Oh,
Which, by the way,
that's what it was. Yes.
you said there's nothing sadder than seeing that, and you painted a lovely picture. But I can, I can, I will take that and raise you,
Oh.
the time that they actually performed this song live on
Yes.
a Discovery Plus show, and they're literally out of breath. They're like, uh, uh, to the club, eyes on me. This is how we do. We do
Oh my
we do
god.
real big, and the whole crowd. I mean, not the crowd. The staff, everybody that is like the crew that's working, are all dancing, fucking moving, going with it. And but everybody just knows they're just doing this because they're like, listen, we're never gonna get away from this. We
Yeah.
live and work for 90 Day Fiance now for the
Mhm.
rest of our lives because this show's never going away.
No.
Might as well have fun. So
Yeah. No, they listen, there's a point where you just got to realize, like, there's no getting off of this fucking train. Like, you're on it, you're strapped in. This is like Speed, it's just the never-ending movie of just, terror that you're just always going to have to just be involved in, and you got to embrace it, right? At some point you're
Mhm.
just like, listen, we're on this fucking speeding train, bus, whatever, of bullshit. Let's
Yeah,
just enjoy it. We're probably gonna fucking die doing this. So, like, all right, you guys want
let's
to
have
be
fun.
rappers? All right, let's do it. Do it live.
What is it? You wanna okay. That no fucking let him do it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
no, of course, of course. Why would they not? Like,
Oh my god.
yeah. I just yeah, the lack of self-awareness is stunning with these two. And
It's yes,
just
you said it correctly. Yes.
No boundaries of shame. Just zero. Nothing.
None.
They will literally do anything possible to get any attention and validation. Doesn't matter if it's bad or good. They just want it.
It doesn't.
They need it. That's how they feel. That's how they manifest.
And that's how they manifest. Fucking great.
Yeah.
So the fashion show they had in New York didn't go as well because Stacy's ankle gave up and she fell. And,
right.
and tried to get maybe I don't know, like something so she doesn't fall at the Miami fashion show.
Yeah.
So
tragedy. The tragedy in New York.
Although I will have to say though, since it happened to Stacy, I'm kind of happy.
Yeah, well, she needs something in her life. She's boring.
Besides her husband, child.
Yeah. Besides Florian, but yeah, no, she needs something. She needs a little bit of something. So yeah, good for her. She fell. Good.
Now the girls, they call this rap something. Have you ever heard that word? Chewy?
I had never. I had to write that down, and I felt very old not knowing what the fuck they were saying. Twiggy.
Chuggy.
CH. Oh, Chuggy maybe. CHUEGY. That's it's cringy and basically out of style. So, you know, I don't know about you, Miguel, but back in my day, we called them fucking losers. That's what we called them. or dorks.
I was going to say fucking dorks.
Yeah, you're a fucking dork.
And yeah.
So I don't know what this chuggy shit is. Why are you making it difficult?
I know, right? It's like, stop changing it. Like, we were happy with dorks.
We're happy, perfectly happy with dorks.
Yeah.
Your mom's a dork. You're a fucking loser.
Oh, fucking love this show.
I'm so mean.
All right. Well, listen, Marie, I think it's time to go. We're gonna continue this episode on the podcast by itself. So if you guys are watching, or the few people that are watching, or if you're watching in the future, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, Patreon is only $1. The link is in the description below. And follow us on Instagram. Everything is literally all the information is on the description. So make sure you check it out. And yes, like I said, for everybody watching right now or in the future, thank you so much for joining. For everybody else listening right now, we're gonna move on to another fun part, which is where Darcy and Stacy decide to clean out their house because their dad had enough of their bullshit and wants to sell it and move far, far away. So,
see how far he gets.
How far do you think he'll get?
Maybe Rhode Island.